Do you like shiny things? If you do, you clicked on the right video because today I'll be showing you how to use two simple products to create a piece of home decor with a magical color shifting design. Hello, my friend. Welcome to Tammy Anderson Art. If this is your first time here, thank you so very much for stopping by. So what I'm showing you right now is called a chameleon pigment, a chameleon powder. They are color shifting pigments that allow you to see different colors depending on the way you look at the piece of art that you're creating. So these products can be used several ways. You can use them just dry, as you'll see me doing today. You can use them for painting. You can mix them or thin them down to use them in acrylic pouring. If you're a resin artist, you can dry brush them into a silicone mold and then just pour your resin in and pop it out with beautiful effects. But today, I'm going to use them the easiest way, and that is with hot glue. Combining the two products create a really beautiful effect. So here we go. I'm going to make a unique piece of art by combining 4 8x8 canvas panels together. The first step I need to do is I need to paint them all black. So you can use a paintbrush if you want. I like to sponge on the color. I feel like it comes out a little bit better and you don't have those brush strokes, but just cover them all in black and make sure you get those little tiny edge on each canvas as well. After I painted them all black, it was time for me to join them together, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use an adhesive from the Dollar Tree, Fix All glue, and then in certain little areas where I don't put the glue, I'm going to use hot glue. And the purpose for that is so that I can continue to work and don't have to wait for the glue to dry. So the hot glue acts as a temporary hold that's instant. The Fix All glue is going to be your strong bond that's going to hold this piece of art together. So when I was applying this glue, I kept a few areas. I didn't put any in there so that I could add just a little bit of hot glue, like I said, because I don't want to have to wait hours and hours for the glue to dry. So this is going to be my temporary hold that allows me to continue working. So we put it on the edge of the canvas there, and then I'm just putting them together. And then because I am going to put a little bit of weight on this project, I want to make sure I have extra strength, extra stability. So what I'm going to do is this. I have some paint mixing sticks like that they give you at Home Depot or Lowe's to mix a gallon of paint. I'm going to glue one of those across the back of the two canvases to create a brace almost. And again, because I want to be able to keep working, I'm going to use the Fix All glue and then use some hot glue for a temporary hold. So we just put some of that glue on the stick there. Then I came in with my hot glue gun, put some hot glue in the areas where the glue was not. Okay, you don't want to put the hot glue on top of the liquid glue because it will just, come right off. So we're going to get some areas there that do not have any glue on them. We're going to put that hot glue on, and then we're just going to place it going across that seam of the two canvases, and that's going to make this nice and sturdy, okay? I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other two canvases, and then once I'm done doing that, I will combine the two-piece sets together to make a 4 canvas panel. So they're going to be a big square. Just so you know, in the description of this video, I have a link for every product that you need to complete this piece of home decor. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little more stability by adding these little wood blocks that I found at Hobby Lobby. They're just like little tiny tumbling blocks. They're probably a 1/4 inch thick, inch long by an inch wide. And I'm just going to do the same thing with these. I'm going to put some glue on them, some hot glue, and I'm going to work down the center seam there. Again, we want this to be nice and sturdy. If you don't want to buy these or buy the long sticks, you can use like popsicle sticks or tongue depressors to achieve the same thing. And yes, I could have put another paint stick down the center and not did these little blocks, but they were a little bit thicker, so I figured why not. And yes, I could have just used one big canvas to do this technique, but I wanted to have a panel look, so I chose these. And so here we go. I'll show you exactly what I did on the back. It's nice and sturdy now. It's not going to like cave on me or anything like that. It's a solid piece of canvas, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this 6-inch mirror to create a circle in the center. I was, again, using 8x8 canvas panels. Once I put the mirror in the center there, I had 4 inches on each side. I made sure it was centered. Once I did that, I got a pencil out and just drew a circle. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to leave the center of the circle void for now. And my design that I'm going to create is going to be on the outer edge of the circle. So all this open area here on each panel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to create a pattern of small, medium, and large glue dots. You can come up with a ton of different patterns. Actually, if you go on to Pinterest and look up something like dotting art, you'll find all types of designs. But for me, I'm just working my way back and forth, creating different size puddles of glue. And then I'm going to let them dry. I'll be doing the same exact thing on all the other panels. So I'm not going to show you dotting every single one. It's very simple, this project. So anybody could do it, and you don't need to see me just making a bunch of dots. So I'll just show you a few more here, and then we will move on. Now, there's a reason why I painted the background black, and that's because I'm using Chameleon pigments today. And Chameleon pigments always look best when they're put on a black background. And even though I'm using glue, the glue is clear, so the black will still come through in those areas. So as I said, I'm going to do the same exact thing to all the other panels. And this is what it looks like when it's done. It's very cool. It's very groovy kind of, I think, and I love it. I love the way this turned out. So now, because we used hot glue for this, I'm going to show you something that you may not know. These chameleon pigments that I get from Amazon, from Let's Resin, will stick to the glue without any adhesive, and here is why. The glue dries with a rubbery surface, and they cling to it like it's just amazing how fast you don't have to use it much at all. And you'll notice the little bit falling on my canvas. You could actually sweep that up and use it on the next one. And all you're going to do is just lightly buff that powder over these rubber dots, and you're going to see that it just clings to it and it's permanent. You don't want to seal this with anything. If you seal it, you're going to lose a lot of the shine. So I would just leave it alone. It does not come off on your hands or anything once you buff it on there good. But yeah, with just a couple of products, you could really make a beautiful piece of art. So I don't know if you can see those colors shifting. I'm using a color that has teal and purple. I can't remember the name of it. but it makes a magical mermaid effect. It's so gorgeous. So here's one panel after I have buffed it on. Look at that. So these are the effects of chameleon pigments. You look at it one way, it looks one color. You look at it another way, it looks a different color. So you're seeing I'm moving the camera around and it's going from purple to that beautiful teal. So if you got peacock art lovers out there, this would be magical. Mermaid art lovers, chef's kiss, just absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do, again, I told you this is a very simple tutorial. I'm going to brush this stuff all over the glue dots. And now I got you outside on my spray paint table so you could really see the effect of those beautiful chameleon pigments. Again, you can use these in resin molds, just dry brushing them in acrylic pouring. There's all types of applications. Just do your research on YouTube. There's a ton of videos for them. And again, the links to purchase these are down in the description below. So now once you're done, you want to try to brush away as much as that stuff that's on the background as you can. Now, I will tell you, this is messy, so you may want to do that part outside like I am. And there could be some areas where it sticks to the canvas if you got like a little bit of glue where it wasn't supposed to, things like that. But for the majority, I got most of it out. So I was happy with that. So now, to finish this off, I'm going to glue my 6-inch mirror right in the center. To hang this up, by the way, if you want to hang this on the wall, you can use something as simple as command strips. I have the link for those also down and below in the description. Just stick them on the back of the canvas and stick it right to your wall. I love using them. They're so easy to use and you don't have to mess around with hardware or anything like that. So here is our finished chameleon color shifting mirror. I love this. It came out beautiful. It's very unique. Again, use your imagination with the design. I just did a very simple design to show you the technique. But again, I got to say, Pinterest, there's so much inspiration on there. So, my friend, I want to thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click the like button on the way out. Don't forget to leave a comment. Even a little heart emoji helps my channel with the YouTube algorithm. And if you are not subscribed already, be sure to do that as well if you enjoyed the video. I will be back next Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, I love you all and happy creating.